New Tesla freebies are here for a very limited time, but the biggest Tesla discount ever is going away. Let me tell you what you need to know about Tesla pricing because there's a whole lot here to unpack. Brand new Tesla freebies are here and they're pretty good if you're looking to buy, but also you probably heard the news, Tesla's biggest discount ever is going away. I'm getting a ton of questions on Tesla pricing. Let me walk you through exactly what is going to happen next and why right now is the best time and also the worst time to look at buying a Tesla. Plus, it looks like Tesla's big summer update has officially leaked. We've got some inside photos of what the new features are going to be. Plus, we've got a 6-seat Model Y launching this month. We've got a new Model Y Performance uncovered yet again. Lots and lots of stuff to break down in this week's wild recap of Tesla news. As always, it's going to be a doozy. Let's jump in. All right, so let me sort of set the stage as to where we are right now in the Tesla world as of early July. We've got the all-new, more affordable model finally launching very soon. We've got the Model Y Performance, like I mentioned, coming soon. We've got lots of big updates. But kind of the context to all of this and the backdrop is how Tesla as a company is doing, and their Q2 results were kind of a mixed bag. Not as bad as some analysts predicted, but also not as great. We're still on the decline. Basically, the numbers to look at here are the deliveries, 373,000 deliveries of the 3 and the Y, and then many people focusing on this 10,000 number. This is Model S and Model X and Cybertruck combined. So all those together equal 10,000 deliveries, which is really not very good because it sort of is a very small number, a fraction of what they're doing with the 3 and the Y. Now, on one hand, obviously, this isn't very surprising. The Model 3 and the Model Y are dominating in terms of sales because they're cheaper models, and Tesla's hoping that even cheaper $25,000 model is going to help as well. There's just a lot of concern right now as to what the success and sort of the future is of the S and the X and the Cybertruck. The Model S and Model X just got a refresh, but because prices are so high, they're just a very difficult vehicle set to justify. And then Cybertruck, many are just sort of wondering what is going to happen with that vehicle. Is it a flop? Is it just not selling well? Is Tesla going to release an even cheaper model than the one they've already shown off? Are they going to cut prices? I think there's a larger discussion here to have in terms of pricing, but just all that to say, deliveries are just on the decline and Tesla really needs to do something to get momentum shifting back in the other direction and to get things more exciting again. So let's just jump into the controversy then. What is going to happen with Tesla pricing now that we officially have the official announcement, for lack of a better word, that the $7,500 federal EV tax credit will be ending? I've got the playbook to share on that. First, let me just sort of mention right off the bat, for a limited time, if you are looking to buy a Tesla, they are offering a free upgrade of red, white, or blue for the 3 and the Y. So if you look at the Model Y, for example, what would normally be a $2,000, $2,500 upgrade for Ultra Red or the blue or not Diamond Black, but I guess the white, the blue, and the red are all the usual upgrades. Those are now free. Other colors are going to remain the same. Black is still $1,500. Quicksilver is still going to be $2,000. But for a limited time, those free colors are there. And then while the 0% APR finance promotion is gone, I know a lot of you guys are waiting for that. I'll come back to that more in just a second. There is one discount from Q2 that Tesla forgot to remove. They have it there intentionally, but it's still live. And that is on the Cybertruck. Tesla is still offering a special 0% finance rate for the Cybertruck if you add full self-driving supervised. So this is the last of these 0% finance rates that are still alive as of right now. So all that being said, I'm getting a ton of questions right now. What is going to happen with Tesla pricing? What's going to happen with the promotions? And, am I better off to buy right now and lock in that nearly $8,000 of savings? Or do I wait and potentially wait for better deals and discounts? And I've got some news to share on that. So I guess to quickly recap here, if you haven't heard the news, the federal EV tax credit for new vehicles and also the used vehicle credit and a bunch of other things are going away on September 30th with the passage of this new reconciliation bill. So there is no longer going to be any option for an EV federal tax credit, which means many people who watch my videos who qualify for this, which is most, are going to now basically get an increase in price of $7,500 because that was a discount you could take at point of sale which dramatically was reducing, as you would imagine, by $8,000, reducing the price of the 3s and the Ys. The S and the X, some of them qualified for a while, some of them didn't. Those really phased out a while ago. But the 3 and the Y, one of the big drivers for that, the sales of those vehicles is that tax credit, which is now gone. And the obvious question now is, okay, so if Teslas are going to get like $7,500 more expensive on September 30th, what exactly is going to happen? All right, so with that being said, let's sort of put together a game plan of what you should do and how pricing is going to obviously change. I think obviously right now, the obvious thing is between right now and September 30th, Tesla is going to be milking that EV tax credit for all it's worth because it's going to be going away. And I'll say that if you are very, very driven by that $7,500 federal tax credit, if that is what's going to be the make or break for your purchase, I would probably capitalize and make that purchase decision now because we know it's going to be going away. I'll get into in a moment what's going to happen once it goes away, but in the meantime, definitely take advantage of that before it goes away because we know permanently it will be going away. On the flip side to that, I do think this actually might mean two very important things for Tesla's portfolio for this year. Number one is I think the Q3 deals and promotions and discounts, they're likely not going to be very good because Tesla's got to save that for when the federal tax credit ends. So right now they've got the free color thing going on. That might be sort of the big thing because obviously Tesla's going to have to reshuffle everything once September 30th comes around. So they're not very incentivized to do much more because the federal tax credit is what they've got to push while it's still around because that's going to be driving a lot of people to make their sales. With that being said, the second thing I think we're going to see potentially is the delay of new models, specifically a delay of the cheaper Teslas, as many are speculating that there really is no advantage for them to bring that out now if that's going to be a big boon for them once the EV tax credit is over and the prices are lower. Now, maybe there's an argument to be made that they could sort of bring out this low-cost vehicle now, plus stack $7,500 on top of it, and it's an even cheaper model, but many are speculating this could get pushed a little bit to sort of better align with the new incentives Tesla will be doing after September 30th. So I'm not exactly sure where that's going to land, but that is something that has been discussed. The inverse has sort of been said for the Model Y Performance. Many are saying Tesla needs to release that now, like ASAP, so people can take advantage of the federal tax credit on that before it goes away. So definitely, I think we could see the expedited release of the Model Y Performance and the cheaper Tesla. Who knows what happens there? All right, next up, let's... wait a second. Do you have another tab open? Look, I get it's Prime Day and the deals are really good. So at the very least, if you're going to do some shopping while you watch this video, let me share with you some of my favorite Amazon Prime Day deals, the best products for your Tesla, like the X8 Apex tire inflator. I recommend this to anyone and everyone who drives a Tesla and really any car on the road because these portable tire inflators are a lifesaver when you need them because you plug it into the tire, basically you connect it up, you pump in the PSI that you want into the screen, you hit one button, and then this takes care of the rest. It's automatically going to fill up to the desired PSI, does it pretty quickly, and it's going to stop automatically. There's also the new X9. This one was really fun for me to try out because not only is it just a really nice inflator, but also it can even deflate and even sort of use its pressure capabilities to help you clean in your vehicle as well. So if you're sort of looking for like a Swiss Army knife, a multifunction tool in terms of something that can do all these things, definitely check out the X9. But again, that is just the tip of the iceberg. Fanttik has so many amazing accessories. Like, I'm a big fan of the V8 Apex. It's a wonderful, really sleek car vacuum that is wonderful for keeping your car clean. It's got a nice large battery. It's got excellent suction power, gonna make cleaning the inside of your car an absolute breeze. Again, one of those things you wanna have in your car because I promise you, anyone and everyone, no matter what car you drive, especially if you own a Tesla, you're gonna wanna have a vacuum inside just to clean up the spills and the debris and the gunk as they get in there. If you're looking to keep your car clean, I have the NB8 portable pressure washer from Fanttik that I also love as well. This has been my go-to not just for washing my car, but it's also really helpful for floor mats. Like if I want to give my floor mats a nice little rinse, get them clean, this thing has been amazing. It's totally portable. You can basically take it anywhere, and it's wonderful. Like if you live in an apartment and you don't have access to like a water source, this is a portable solution that is great. And then also from Fanttik that I love, I actually bought this myself a couple of weeks ago, and I have been giving it as a gift to everyone I know because it's amazing. It is the C8 Nano cordless electric scissors. You have probably seen this like on TikTok and Instagram Reels recently. If you have cardboard boxes, especially if you're buying stuff from Prime Day, stop using a box cutter and use this thing. It is amazing and so incredibly satisfying for easily breaking down these cardboard boxes. I use it every day. I absolutely love this thing. And then also one more I'll throw out from Fanttik that I use all the time that I love is the E1 Workstation. This thing has all the different tools and the picks and spudgers and little screw bits that you would need for any kind of DIY project. There's a lot of projects I do in my Tesla that require some, disassembly of this thing or installing that thing. This has been amazing. Again, Fanttik has so many amazing products for inside your car, for outside of your car, amazing ways to keep your car clean, and in general, just like life-enhancing products for breaking down boxes, tackling projects, and so much more. If you want to learn more about all of the amazing Fanttik products that you're going to love and all the amazing Prime Day deals you can take advantage of for a limited time, because again, for a limited time, you can save big for Prime Day. Check out the links I've got down below. Take advantage of those discounts. They won't be here for much longer, and they are amazing. So check out what my friends at Fanttik have to offer, all their amazing products at the link right down below in the description. Also, speaking of Model Y performance, we continue to get more and more leaks on this thing. Now we've got more photos of this thing sort of uncovered. This time it's parked before it was driving around. We can obviously see here a very Model S plaid inspired front bumper design. Definitely more aggressive, looks really, really cool on this Model Y performance. And then also we've got these new forged wheels, which Tesla, credit to them on the S and the X, a very uninspiring upgrade, but I will say the wheels on those vehicles look nice. Model Y performance is shaping up to be a really good looking vehicle, and with the amount of leaks we've seen and the amount of spy shots of this thing driving around, I think there's a good shot we see this very, very soon. In fact, knowing my luck, I wouldn't be surprised by the time this video goes live if the Model Y performance is out. Let's see, this video should go live on Wednesday or Thursday, so maybe even the day this video goes out, Tesla would release this, as Tesla loves to do Thursday night releases. So something to keep in mind if you're looking at a Model Y performance. And then, of course, the big question I'm getting from everybody I know, friends, family members, everybody's texting me this. They want to know what is going to happen with Tesla pricing after September 30th. When the federal tax credit goes away, what is Tesla going to do? Well, we can wonder and speculate and sort of think of what we would do if we were in Elon's shoes. But on the other hand, we've seen this play out before because there was a very long period of time, relatively speaking, where Tesla did not qualify for a EV federal tax credit before the Inflation Reduction Act came along. And Tesla was selling vehicles one day with a tax credit, and then one day they dropped it. And we sort of can go back and look at that playbook from a couple of years ago, which is kind of what they might be doing again. So the good news and bad news of all this is when this happened back in 2019, Tesla did cut prices in response to the federal tax credit going away, which is good. The bad news, though, is that they only cut prices by a couple of $1,000s, which was not a one-to-one match of what happened before. So I went back and actually found coverage of this back in 2019. I went to Perplexity and sort of just found like an AI-generated answer of this as well, just to show you. So back in January 2019, Tesla announced it was going to cut prices by $2,000. And then at one point, the tax credit went from $7,500 to $3,750. Then it was phased out entirely. And that was kind of it. And there were other requirements back then and stipulations as to what they would do. So they only cut prices by $2,000, which on one hand, that could be exactly what we see play out again, where they do cut prices in October to sort of try to counteract a little bit of the slowing from the loss of the tax credit, but they're not going to cut prices by like nearly $8,000. $2,000 is likely, I think, in line as to something they could do basically exactly again like what they did now 6 years ago. What they could also do, which I think is a lot more plausible this time, is I think that Tesla might more carefully and strategically use their demand levers at their disposal when needed in this case. So for example, what do I mean by that? Tesla can run incentives and promotions and deals all the time to make sales. We've seen 0% finance rate promotions. We've seen free supercharging promotions, free FSD, all that stuff. What Tesla can do once the federal tax credit is over is they can, of course, drop prices a little bit, but in order to bring people in, they need to run some incentives, and this is where they can sort of use their sort of ecosystem to their advantage. So let's just be honest, offering free unlimited supercharging and especially free FSD really costs Tesla nothing or next to nothing. So they could start offering 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or 3 years. We've seen that before, of like free unlimited supercharging or free full self-driving. It sounds nuts, but they've done that before. And also, given the loss of the federal tax credit, they've got to run some promotions and deals to their advantage in order to really move some sales. That's exactly what they could do. I think paint color upgrades we could see, any sort of thing in that realm. And I think what Tesla might do, and definitely seems plausible, is they might be saving their 0% finance rate promotions for October and not for right now in Q3, because they can better use that to their advantage in Q4 when the federal tax credit goes away than using it right now. So I think for a lot of you guys, I've seen your comments, you're waiting for 0% finance rates. I think those lease specials and those finance promotional specials and those things are likely going to shift to Q4 because the federal tax credit is going away. So for better or worse, I think the promotions we're going to see this quarter are going to be a bit more limited. Of course, all that to say, we really don't know what's going to happen. We can look at Tesla's playbook and they're likely going to cut prices and run some new promotions and things like that. But again, if you want to take advantage of the federal tax credit, buy now because we know it's going away. If you want to sort of be a little bit riskier and gamble on what we could see, maybe some better promotions and better deals happening in Q4, that definitely is a possibility. Just something to throw out there and think about as we talk about Tesla pricing. I know I got a bunch of questions on this, so hopefully this could be a bit of a resource and insight for you guys. All right, moving on from that, a couple of other news tidbits to show off to you guys for the week. We continue to get over and over again. These are new images, by the way, of the cheaper Tesla model. We're all waiting for this. We all want to know when it's coming. This again is in Fremont, another side-by-side photo that's been diagnosed to death online about this smaller Tesla, and many are saying, look at the side-by-side, this is what it's going to be. It's a smaller Model Y. Now, many are saying that what this video seems to show us is same wheelbase, shorter front overhang, shorter rear overhang, a slightly smaller version of the Model Y. Many are saying that there might not be a glass roof on there either, which makes sense. Hard to tell from this photo, but again, we are very much expecting this Model 2 or Model Q to be a bit of a shorter, smaller Model Y with some parts and things stripped out. It continues to leak like crazy from the Fremont factory in particular, so it's hopefully something we will see pretty soon. We also, of course, have been talking a lot about this channel about the big Tesla summer update. We know that Grok, the AI agent, is going to be a big part of that update with it coming to Teslas. We've got our very first look now, if I can go to the right source here. Bam, there we go. As to what that's going to look like. Tesla Hacker Green the only. I have no idea how he found these things, but here we are. This shows us what Grok is going to look like in the Tesla. So there, for example, it's going to show up as an app sort of within the app drawer there. And then we can kind of see how it's going to pop up in the bottom of the vehicle. So it's going to require premium connectivity, of course, in order for this to work, but you should be able to scan to link it up to your account, and then you can ask it questions and basically have it do things, and it's going to run right in line in the vehicle right there, just like that. Some other photos show us some of the other modes that we have. We can sort of see the voices you can choose. And again, this should be a full-fledged assistant that should be able to do things for you and look up information and do all these things in real time from right within the Tesla vehicle. And again, given the fact that these photos are coming out and this thing looks all but done, it seems like sometime very soon we're going to get that official release of the summer update, and we will be getting Grok in there as a new feature. In the meantime, though, we did get a couple of new updates with a couple of other small undocumented features I'll show you quick. Some new Tesla vehicle and app updates are rolling out right now with a couple of small features. One of them now is you have the ability to actually restrict location access for certain drivers. So if you don't want people being able to see where you are, or if whatever you want to manage that, you can now do that within the Tesla iOS app. Couple of other updates rolling out to the vehicle. Tesla is now showing us in terms of some specific superchargers if there is valet only or pay to park access here, notifications, things like that. And then one of the recent updates, there's an undocumented feature that now basically will automatically open the charge port when you go to the supercharger. Sounds, again, it's like a very small little feature, but one of those nice little quality of life things that is nice with sort of the Tesla ecosystem showing at its finest. One of the other new features rolling out right now. And then one more thing I thought I'd point out here is in the back of RoboTaxi, this person posted a video showing the different apps that you have access to as a rider. And they sort of made the point about it looking like an app store and sort of leading again to the question about Tesla building their own app store. I mean, it would make sense. I mean, obviously, this layout makes sense to be able to utilize in the back of your RoboTaxi to be able to watch movies and listen to podcasts and things like that. But also, I mean, we've long been hearing, and I talked about it in a previous video just a week or so ago, about Tesla building their own app store. Maybe that could come back and would make a lot more sense with a RoboTaxi. You'd be able to have apps back there you could utilize and things you could access. I don't know, just a thought, something I would personally love to see. That was a big rumor for a while that just sort of fizzled out, but maybe with the launch of RoboTaxis, it comes back. That'd be awesome. Let me know if you guys agree. Also, now is the time we have come in the video to earn some of my money. So if you'd like an Amazon gift card totally for free, I'm hiding a code in the next minute of this video. So keep your eyes peeled for a funny looking string of characters. That is the Amazon gift card code. And in the meantime, let me tell you about some of my amazing channel partners that are here to save you money and elevate your Tesla experience in some really amazing ways. Also want to give a huge thanks to my friends at Drive Protected for their support of the channel. Look, if you're looking to keep your Tesla looking its best, you want to keep it protected, and basically you like want an invisible shield to go around your Tesla and keep it safe from debris and rock and all that random gunk, check out their amazing DIY PPF kits. You can install these yourself. They are incredibly high quality. They'll walk you through the process step by step. Even if you're a very sort of beginner at this like I am, they make it very, very easy. They've got an amazing lineup. They've got options for every single Tesla. Matte finishes are available as well. And my code Rosenfeld will save you 10%. So check it out at the link right down below and use my code Rosenfeld for an exclusive 10% savings. If you're looking for an easy, cost-effective, and fun way to accessorize your new or maybe your older Tesla you want to breathe some new life into, check out the amazing lineup of premium accessories from my friends at Joa. They have got you covered with literally everything you would want for every single Tesla model. They've got phone chargers, they've got neck pillows, they've got sunroof shades, and they even make things super simple with starter packs that literally give you everything you'll need for the best Tesla experience with one simple click. It does not get any easier than this. And then also some of the more advanced utility stuff. Things like a really nice folding tray so you can eat more comfortably or work more comfortably as you're sitting in your car. They've got a really cool invisible storage solution for the underscreen part of your Tesla. They've got a really easy way to charge your Apple Watch and AirPods on the built-in wireless charger in your car, and so much more. If you're looking to check out amazing premium Tesla accessories, check out what Joe has got to offer. Link, of course, is down below in the description, and my code Robert is going to save you on your purchase. So check out the link, use my code Robert to save today. And then jumping inside your car, you want to obviously get some good floor mats that look great, protect your Tesla, keep it easy to clean. That is where my friends at 3W Liners come in, because they just leveled up my coupon code to offer you guys 35% off your next order of floor mats. And these are my favorite. They're in all my Teslas. They look amazing. They're built extremely well. They've got a great design that complements the interior of your Tesla. They're very durable. They're super easy to clean. They are also really made well for sort of the exact measurements of the vehicle you're going into, whether that's a Tesla or a Rivian or some other car on the market. I have just been a huge fan of 3W Liners. They make the best floor mats on the market. They are very reasonably priced, and I can, again, save you guys even more with my special coupon code of 35% off. So hit the link down below to learn more. Also, if you're looking to elevate the exterior of your Tesla, one of my favorite and easiest and most cost-effective ways to do that, quite frankly, is from my friends at Tesla Emblems. They make these really awesome, unique, high-quality custom vinyls for different parts of your Tesla. So if you want to accessorize the Tesla T emblems on your vehicle or the charge port, or even my favorite, they make some really awesome ways to customize your Tesla key cards. They've got some amazing solutions there. TeslaEmblems.com, their website. They've got a bunch of different products you can choose from. It's a really fun, easy, and cost-effective way to accessorize your Tesla a bit and make it look different. I've got a coupon code to save on that front as well, so check that out, linked right down below. All right, guys, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on all the news of the week? Your thoughts on Tesla pricing, how it could be changing, promotions, freebies, things like that. Your thoughts on the cheaper Tesla. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you stay to the very end of the video and you want to say a quick thanks and let me know you stay to the end, let me do this. I have here a can of Celsius, which is like that energy drink thing. Let me know, what is your preference of caffeine? Coffee? You drink a lot of water? Tea? Rockstar Energy, Celsius, I don't know. Just, it's the only thing I have within arm's reach, so that'll be my code word for this one. Drop a comment down below and let me know you stay to the end. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see ya in the next one.